how you have started all these things.
First, as very small child, I was feeling presence of other beings, even without knowing what is that. I felt,
When we learn astrology and these occult things, no? So in our shastras, it's written, this is not your first birth.
yeah, all knowledge that we have, it's inside of our soul.
What are karmas?
You have to think that it is a bad moment for that person. But revenge and doing bad as feedback to that person is not your personality, because this is not divine nature.
Hello, ma'am. Most welcome to our channel. And I'm really thankful to you that you given me your, precious time and came here for our viewers and giving them some guidance on past life and karmas, which is, my most favorite subject, the karma. I believe in karma. Yeah. So, viewers, she's MERI ILICH, ma'am. She's from many countries she lived, but she's expert in karmas and past life and message channeling with angels from last more than 25 years now. And personally, I also believe her, like for my personal problems also. So she's like, when you talk with her, she's like motherly figure or something, she's like an angel only, I can say. So, ma'am, over to you. Please give me little, introduction about you, if you can.
First, thank you very much for inviting me. I always like contact with India. I have nice memories from India. I was living 2 years in Jaipur.
Oh, that's
And
good.
I always say that I made my doctorate on karma
Uh-huh.
in India, because
Oh,
I met karma through your people and I met also your spirits. So I got my first real contacts with other dimensions. I got that in India.
I see. I see.
I'm originally from Serbia. Serbia is a small
Okay.
country which was part of big Yugoslavia, but then it was
Mhm.
politically cut in 6 parts.
Yes, 6 parts.
But I was
Correct.
living 21 years in Barcelona. After that, 4 years, I made 3 world round trips.
Mhm.
Then
Okay.
I was 2 years in India, and after that, 3 years in Bali, Indonesia. What is
Oh,
the next? God knows, because
God
everybody
only
asked
knows.
me, is it the last destination? And I said, no, only God knows my last destination.
Correct. We don't know what we will do in next, moment. How we can say, in next year what we can do. No one knows.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
our
So
to plan. It's nice to plan. It's nice to wish. It's nice to dream, to prepare actions. But the final word is always God.
God. Correct. Correct. So, ma'am, my first question is how you have started all these things. In India, these things are very common, but I think in Europe and other countries, maybe these things are a little bit, people are not that much believer in karmas and past lives, and as per my knowledge, maybe I
Yeah,
am
your,
wrong.
your knowledge
Yeah,
is correct. It's really
thank you.
very strange for Western countries. More or
Correct.
less in America, people are more interested in that. But in Europe and our countries, like East European countries, it's not so usual. But first, as very small child, I was feeling presence of other beings, even without knowing what is that. I felt many times other type of energy around me and my family.
I
After
see.
that, when I came to Barcelona, I met alternative psychology and I started to have courses from many psychologists,
Mhm.
from many modern psychology approach to emotional problems. And then I met Brian Weiss and his
Oh.
knowledge about past lives. I read all
Mhm.
his books. I followed all his trainings on YouTube. And finally, I made a training with him in Italy, where I saw 600 people from all over the world coming to this meeting. And I was saying, oh my God, it's not only me. Up to that
Yes.
moment, I was feeling very lonely, that nobody's interested in that subject.
Correct.
And then I was thinking that something was strange with me, because Brian Weiss is doing past life regression through hypnosis. But when I was practicing, because we had 6 days of course with him, I didn't do hypnosis. And I was thinking, my God, this is because I'm very rebellious person, always against authority.
No.
But then when I came to Nepal, I met people from Brahman line, and they told me that they were waiting for me, and I was surprised. They knew, even without asking me, they knew where I was born, where I was living, and they told me that I was late. And then many other people, other gurus told me, you were many years in Barcelona. It was not supposed to be like that. But this is your free will. Even if we have our destiny and we have karma, priority is on free will. We can change it anytime. So without knowing, I changed my karma and I stayed in Barcelona much longer than it was planned. And then when I was talking with them and I said that I was learning from Brian Weiss, they told me, no, we sent you Brian Weiss like a trigger to start remembering your knowledge from your past lives, because I was already guru living 100 years before Christ in Kashmir, and I was healing people by using past life regressions. That's why I do not use hypnosis, because I don't need hypnosis.
Correct. You already, your journey has started many years, many births before. Yeah.
Yes.
So when in when we learn astrology and these occult things, no. So in our shastras, it's written, this is not your first birth when you started. You keep something unfinished. So you are again in this birth finishing that journey, which is taking us near to moksha. I don't know. I mean, is it correct as per your knowledge?
Yeah, all knowledge that we have, it's inside of our soul. So from one life to another life, we take over that knowledge, but we forget. And then soul and other souls from other dimensions, with God, of course, they're trying to find a way to trigger that knowledge. So they sent me information about Brian Weiss and his courses and his knowledge. So I started to be interested. And then step by step, I came back on my way, how I was doing before. Because there are many, we say in Europe, there are many roads to Rome. All roads go to Rome. Rome, the capital of Italy.
Yes,
It's meaning that the one knowledge, you can come by many roads. You don't need only one road. And what is good for you doesn't mean it's good for me.
Exactly. Everyone has their own journey.
Yes. And it's not in a way bad or good. It's in a way of useful. You will learn maybe only by reading. I will learn, they told me that I will learn a lot through my clients. And I'm seeing that every time it's more complicated case. So if I solve and help somebody to solve a very difficult karma, the next one has more difficult karma.
Correct.
So this is my way of learning. Maybe your way is through watching how your professor is doing. Other people will do only by listening, because we are very different types of learners. So all of us have to find what is the best way for you.
For you, correct. When you say this thing, you are not using hypnosis while taking someone in past life. So same thing. Sometimes I feel, I don't know, I had many past life regression sessions, but I always feel that by meditation, I can take someone in the past life. I don't know how I can do it. But anyway, we will talk on this later. But my next question is for my viewers is, ma'am, your knowledge in karma is like amazing. That's what I know. So can you please little bit explain what are karmas?
Usually people think that karma is punishment.
Correct.
And sometimes people tell me, I don't want to do bad things because God and karma will punish me. And I say, we don't need to do bad things because we are divine beings. God is inside of us, and God is always good. Evil doesn't exist where God persists. So if you always remind yourself that you are part of God and God is part of you, you will never think of evil action. Even if somebody does to you something bad, you have to think that it is a bad moment for that person. But revenge and doing bad as feedback to that person is not your personality, because this is not divine nature.
Correct. This is free
But
will.
yes, everything is free will. But whatever we do will come back to us. Because if you put the seed of apple, you will get apple. And if you put the seed of sunflower, you will get sunflower. So if you hit a small child, it will happen to you to get hit when you are old and you are unable to respond. And if you do good things, it's normal that other people will do good things to you. This is karma. It doesn't mean if I do to you good thing, that you need to give to me good thing. Totally unknown person can do for me the same what I have done for you. So karma is not through the same persons. Karma is through your life. So you just go through the life field, through the road, and you put your seeds. And every new crossroad can give you back what you put as a seed. You will find fruits of your actions. But it's not the same crossroad. It's another crossroad, another way, another city, and other people. You don't expect, and it's not good. I'm doing to you a favor just because I wait for you to give me back the same favor. No, I'm expecting from you to do the same favor to new people, not to me.
Someone else.
But learn from me that I usually say, I do good without watching to whom. Doesn't matter to whom. Whomever I meet, I try to do something good. And sometimes good is just a smile, just listening to a person who has some problem. Because sometimes people just need to be listened, not to get solution. So karma is that, like a boomerang. You put boomerang, boomerang comes. If you put with evil, boomerang comes with evil. If you put with good, it comes with good.
Correct. So it's basically like what you are giving, that's only you are getting back. Sometimes people are coming and they are, complaining. We have done everything good in this life. Why we are getting, bad karmas from others? Maybe they are from past lives. We don't know. We don't remember.
There can be many different reasons. Sometimes it is because it's past life. Sometimes it is because they have a curse of family curse from many, many centuries ago. And there is interesting issue that it can be a curse provoked by some other person, or it can be you, it can be me living in past life in the same family, doing something what was a trigger for a family curse. And it comes again to me to close and to clear that karma. Or it can be a challenge in this life. Sometimes it's not a karma, but we made a plan with other souls and with angels, with God, to get a challenge. Because in the past life, I was very coward and I didn't want to fight for love of my life. So in this life, I'm choosing to have double more difficult to overcome that and to solve karma. So there can be many reasons, but those reasons need more analysis and one long session and a lot of psychology knowledge, not only regression, not only karma and past life, but also emotional therapy and psychology knowledge.
Correct. Yeah, that is the first thing. Is if a person is not, in that condition that we can take him or her into by meditation or whatever method into past life. If their I mean logical mind is keep working, they can't see the past life, right? So you are right. I mean, this is really very interesting. Yeah.
There are many good people who were involved in religious wars. They went to war defending their religion or their country. But the result was bad because they killed many people.
Right.
Even from noble thinking, they killed people. So sometimes karma comes to this life when they're losing many dear people. And the answer in a regression was, you need to feel the pain that you provoked in that war. Because from your action, many families lost their people.
Correct.
So in this life, you're accepting, because we always accept our karma. You accepted that you will feel the pain that they felt, so that karma can get in balance. And it was nothing to do that they were evil people, because at that moment they were heroes. They were fighting for country, they were fighting for religion.
Correct.
So we cannot say this is like punishment. A judge is saying, I punish you. No, you just need to feel the same feeling that you provoked.
Correct. The same pain which you have given to others, you have to feel that.
Yes.
Correct. So this is the good example for people who are asking, we didn't do anything wrong in this birth, why we are getting pain? Because you have given pain to someone in some life, so you are getting the same. Yeah. So, ma'am, is there any your client's example or their experience, if you want to share with our viewers for their better knowledge, so they can think whenever they want to do something wrong with someone else, before that they can think, okay, we listened that experience, we should not do this to someone, we can't give pain to someone.
I can give you one example that looks funny and it's nothing bad, but again, we always have feelings of joy or of pain. We usually, the best is when you understand that nothing is to make your life bad or good. It depends on you, what you will do with that. So I have a friend, and here in Serbia, not in India, where it would be maybe more usual. And she doesn't find love of her life. It's always that they like each other, but then it just stops. Nothing else, just liking. And when we went to past life, she was living in Austria. She's from Serbia, but in past life, she was living in Austria. She was a very noble person. She was a lady. And she was rejecting every man who were approaching her. She was saying, oh no, he's not good. Oh, this one doesn't fight good. Oh, this one is very low for me. This one doesn't have enough money. And she stayed unmarried. So in this life, she has to feel when she is rejected.
Exactly.
So she didn't do evil thing. She was just choosing. And now she has to feel how is when you are not chosen.
Correct.
So she will get married. But when the number of rejected is the same as her rejections being rejected in this life.
Okay. How interesting it is, really. I mean, amazing how karma works. You know, we have some saying and calculation, but God's memory and calculation, no, you know, that calculation. That's what I believe. So he has all the calculations. Even one of my experience, I have heard PLR from one of my friends. Same thing she did for her client. Uh, I mean, in that one boy was there, and he did something wrong with someone in past life. So many girls, like 16 girls. He was giving promises. He was say okay, and then you know they were rooming together as a boyfriend girlfriend and all these things. And he was end of the day he was rejecting them after doing all the things. So in this part, the person is a girl and
Mm-hmm.
she wanted to marry, but till now, I mean, when we had this experience with a past life regression with her, that time 12 boy has rejected him the same way. So still there were few left. After it completed, she got a person and she got married. So what you said is really amazing. How people must understand before doing, you know, something wrong to someone else, that it will come to you,
But the
whether
best
this is
way is not
this
to
life
be
or some
afraid.
other.
If we are not doing bad because we are afraid, it's not the same as when we do good because we feel good persons. Being good from fear is not the same as being good because you are good.
Yeah, so you know, by nature you must be a good.
We need
That's what you
to
are saying, correct?
make a seed of goodness in everybody, because we are born
Correct.
with goodness. We are born
Correct.
as children of God. So
Hmm.
there is nothing to think that we can do evil things. It's against human nature. It's something that a human being develop with society.
Right.
So
Right.
we need to educate our children and to educate ourselves. Be good because you are good, not because you are afraid.
Correct. This is really very knowledgeable thing, very deep thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we will understand this now, I believe we can change our this life at least. If we will really understand karma, how it's working, right? So, ma'am, accept this. Some advice do you want to, give to our viewers on karmas, what they should do, what they shouldn't?
It's very different for every person and also every life. Because, this life that we are living now is usually related to, for example, 7 different lives, past lives. And we have always karma of love relationship, of family, of health, of profession, of money, of making properties. There can be many different karmas. So in this life, you cannot live karmas for 100 lives, because some of us were living 100 lives or 120 or 70. So we cannot live 70 different karmas, but we make a plan before we are born with other souls and with God and angels, what karma we want to clear, because there are always karmic debts. And those karmic debts can be emotional, financial, or health. So when we decide from which life we shall to clear karma, we start to recreate situations in this life. And so somebody who was my husband in one life will say, oh, I will try to be your lover in this life. And because you got divorced from me in past life, now I will leave you. I will never get married with you so that we can come to a balance. And I accept because I know that I need to feel his feelings from past life. Another one will say, oh, you know, you gave me some big gift in previous life. You were my big teacher. So I want to give you back some knowledge in this life. So you will come when you are so desperate and you don't know how you will continue in your life. And I will be your teacher for 3 months just to help you to go out. And so on.
Correct.
We find teacher for bitter moments and for joyful moments. Because we need both. If life is only, oh, I'm happy, you don't understand value of life.
Correct.
But if you go to bitterness and you feel, I will just die. The other day, I had a client with suicidal thoughts. And I told to her, okay, we make a spell, but you can have a lot of good blessed water, that I can give you, but I cannot put you in your mouth.
Exactly.
If you don't take sip by yourself, I cannot help you. And I can send you 1,000 spells for better life. But if you don't take that energy, nobody can help you. So I told her, okay, put me a phrase, finish this sentence. If I get dead, if I die now, how my life will be better? And she was shocked. She was shocked. Then I said, okay, let's make true or false. If I die now, I will be happy because never again I will see my family and they will not discuss with me. And she said, it's false. So step by step, she understood that there is no logic in suicide. Nothing would be better. We are here to face obstacles, to face challenges, not just to sing happy songs. So sometimes the most beautiful songs are unhappy songs.
Yeah.
So we learn through them how to overcome problems. And if one love story has finished, new one will open. But we shall know what to avoid in ourselves and in other people. Because sometimes both persons are good persons, but it doesn't go together. Silver is very nice, gold is very nice, but usually we don't put together gold and silver.
Correct. Yeah. So when someone is in ICU or hospital, that time also we can see in that TV line is like zigzag, means person is alive. When line is straight, nothing is left. So life is like that, zigzag. So we have to accept that, no? Because we did the karma and we are facing the same thing in this part.
It's very nice explanation. True. Life is always tic-tac. Yes.
Exactly. If everything is sweet, maybe we can get the diabetes. So better to sweet and bitter things should be there. And that is I think, soul learning or life learning, what we can say.
Yes.
For that, if we are learning from our problems.
Yeah. People who are open to learn, they live longer. People who think that they know everything, they don't live long.
Okay.
Because then brain starts to shut, to close. If I don't need to learn anything more, what for to live? So it stops your moving, it stops your hands, it stops your neck, and slowly you are dying. So many people who got retired and they think there is nothing else in my life, they die very soon. But the people who are retired, but they start to learn new language, new sport, make new friends, or develop old friendships, they live longer because they have still mission in life. But when you stop to see your mission, then your brain starts to close all the windows. And when you don't have any window, that house is empty and dead. So it's the same with people.
Yeah, I can connect with this thing. I have seen many people. They took retirement and they wanted to enjoy their life, just lazy life, and they just go down. I mean, near to death. Very early they got this thing. But and also they got more diseases also very soon. Who is like
Yeah,
after
because their
retirement also?
immunity go down.
Yeah, correct. And then there is one word that is, pattern is repeating. Can you please little bit explain on that, why it is repeating in someone's life and till when it can be repeated?
Can you give me more details?
Yeah, if someone has some pattern, like someone is coming
Okay, the same kind
life.
of person, the same kind of situation. Yeah,
Correct.
it will be repeated till you learn the lesson.
Exactly.
If one type of person is not good for you, but you don't understand and you suffer and suffer, but that person is not good for you, you will meet again the same type of person. It will not be the same man, but another man with same qualities, or another woman. And you will repeat and repeat till you understand that you need to put priority of yourself. Sometimes I have many girls and sometimes boys that their karma is that they didn't self-respect themselves in previous life. That they accepted to be always second person in their own life. So in this life, they are repeating situations and meeting partners who are always putting priority on them instead of making a balance. Good relationship is that two of you, I say like that, if you have person A and person B, when they start relationship is person C. And this person C is the most important. When my son got married and they had the first conflict in marriage, my daughter-in-law asked me, "Oh, who is right now? You will say your son is right." And I said, "No, both of you signed for a marriage. So only marriage is right. You need to fight for good marriage. Not, I'm right, he is right. No, I will never say who is right because only marriage is right. You have to decide, will you fight to have good marriage or you will fight to show who is right? And what? Once he's right, another time you, and what? Where is happiness in that?
Correct.
But if the priority is your marriage, does no matter who is right.
Correct. There is, after marriage, before marriage, you are me and you. After marriage, it's we or us. When we accept this thing, no marriage can be break. That's what I think, or that's what I learned from life.
Yeah, it's very, very important that we, us, this is the most important. Not you, not me. Because then there is no marriage. There is just relation of two people officially related. This is not marriage.
How it will work? Yeah, how it will work? I mean, I really don't understand. But in these days, I mean, we don't find any kind of people who really wants to be we or us. They're always, little ego.
Yes. Ego is our worst enemy, and ego we bring back. So soul is eternal, but we also bring back our ego, our personality, our likes and our dislikes. So all
Yes.
we had before, it comes with us. Even when I talk with spirits, you see personality of the person.
Oh, okay.
So soul is without seeing, everything is okay. But this soul is related here in this dimension with our ego, our memories, our
Right.
personality.
Right. Right.
So it's very
That's
interesting
really.
to see, because deep inside of everybody, there is a big love and goodness. But after that, this materialistic society, where it's very important who is right and who has more, this all eliminate the goodness from us. So we have always to fight to put this goodness in front, because this is our essence. And all of us has the same essence. Just sometimes we forget, because it's much easier to be different.
Right.
Being good is not always easy. Sometimes
Right.
you need to fight to be good person. But this is essence.
Yeah.
If you want to be real human being, you need to fight to be good person, because this is your biological essence.
Yes.
But by society rules, sometimes rules are not good rules. And
Right.
it depends where you were born, what education you get, what society you live, what experience you have, what country. Because we have not only one karma. It's not only our karma of our life, health karma, financial love. It's also our family karma, our country karma, our religion karma, our race karma. And
So many
then
karmas.
historical moment. Now we live one of those historical moments. The next 20 years will be crucial for human race. Human being can be changed forever and forget about God, or will be stronger with God. Now it depends on us. The next 20 years are very important.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's really amazing. I mean, interesting also. Yeah, in India, as per Shastras, it says like Kali Yuga is started. Kali Yuga is already started. So in Kali Yuga, people will forget the God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When Kali
We
Yuga
are in
is
big danger
Kali
of forgetting God.
Yes, yes. And when Kali Yuga will end, again Satyug will start. And it will be like very good period, and all will be near to God. That's what, there's this kind of things written in Shastras, in Indian Shastras books. So, ma'am, it's really, really interesting and deep. I just wanted to keep listening you because this is my really favorite subject, the karma. So again, I just want to request you one thing. Give just one sentence for karma for our viewers. For
Karma,
what they can do.
karma is your best teacher.
That's perfect. Karma, yeah, we have to take soul learning, then we can, keep repeating things our life, and wow, amazing. Seriously. And if you want to give something, which can help all the viewers, except karma, one little line. If you want to suggest something to our viewers, as you are, connecting with spirits, so if they can say something to you, for our viewers.
Whenever something hurts you, think for how long it will hurt you.
Amazing.
Because
Amazing.
if you cut your finger, it hurts a lot. But in 10 days, you will forget it.
Right. It will heal.
If your heart is bleeding because somebody left you, in 3 years, it will be finished. Maybe even less, but at most in 3 years. So everything is just this moment.
Right. Right.
Good and bad. Everything is just this moment. Nothing will last forever. So enjoy good moments and forget fast bad moments. I usually say these days, I don't have any more right for a luxury of being angry or offended, because I don't know if I will live 4 hours more or 40 years more. So why to lose my time on being worried or angry?
Amazing. If there is no anger, there is no fight. If there is no fight, there is no karma. I mean, bad karma. Oh, that's good.
Just accept karma like you accept rain or snow. Okay, today there is snow, I will put more clothes. Tomorrow is hot, I will have less clothes. That's that. And just try to do the best from you. Means from your part, do good. And don't think why. You don't need a reason to be a good person. You are already born as a good person.
Yes. Yes. That is our, basic nature. To be
it
good.
Has to be our mantra. Don't try to be a good person because you were born as a. You don't need to try. You're already a good person. Do only good things.
People, when they become bad, now what I saw, I mean, in these days, mostly, basically they are good. But when they are becoming good, now, they can be cheated by someone else again and again and again and again. Then they think, okay, let's not to be good.
Okay, but tell me one thing. Are you loving another person because, let's see, you are a girl and I'm a girl, because he's not cheating on you? Are you loving him because he's not cheating on you?
Not really. Not just because of that.
No. Yeah. So love has to be unconditionally. Is another thing that I will not accept to live in relation with that kind of person. But I can continue loving him because I love him. But I don't accept him to be in my life because I don't agree with his actions. But it doesn't mean that I want revenge. It doesn't mean I don't like him or I hate him. I wish him good luck. And I ask God to send me a person that I can love the same way, but I want him to be loyal to me.
Correct. Correct. No one would not want to just be a giver in relationship.
True. But if you really love somebody, let him go if he's not happy with you. And cheating means that he's not happy with you.
Correct. Correct.
I don't understand people when they say, I made a small mistake. I cheated on my boyfriend only once. If you were happy with him, you would not do that.
Correct. Once or twice, it doesn't matter. You cheated, mischeated.
Yeah.
So it's really good session. I mean, you keep me in just to keep thinking. And so many good points I got today. I learned today, as always. I mean, I really, really thankful to you that you have given your, amazing knowledge to our viewers. And I wish someone can, take some learning for their own life from this session. So I will be glad.
I would like if our observers, if people who are following us can give us feedback or give their example from their life, it would be very nice.
Yeah. We will love to listen from all our viewers if they will keep, write in their life experience in comments. We will definitely try to reply all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And thank you very much, ma'am, for your time and for your knowledge. I'm really grateful to you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you for inviting me and have a good day. And be good as you were born.
Thank you.